The recent attack on Electrochem Ghana Limited has received condemnation from some quarters, with the latest coming from Adan Traditional Council. Mankralo for the council, Nene Agude Obitre III, says acts of vandalism and lawlessness at the Songor salt mine must not be countenanced. The council fears the attack could dent the country's effort to build a friendly business environment. Well, Nene Obitre III was reading a statement on behalf of the council after visiting Electrochem Ghana Limited at Sege in the Adan West District. There's more in this report from our Tema correspondent, Kwame Yanka.
The Adan Traditional Council is incensed by the loot of valuables and acts of vandalism visited on Electrochem Ghana Limited last week. Perpetrators of the crime made away with jungle motorbikes, 10 pumps, car tires, water tanks, mattresses, destroyed some CCTV cameras, smashed windscreens of cars, among a list of other items. The Traditional Council, having spearheaded the lease of the salt mine to Electrochem for 15 years, viewed the incidents as not just an attack on the company, but potential investors as well. Here is Mankralo for the council, Nene Agude Obitre III.
These actions of the NDC members and some ASLA members in the traditional area has the tendency to send wrong signals to the business community and potential investors that lawlessness and impunity will be part of the business climate and culture in the Adan traditional area. That being so, the investments required to maximize salt production to 2 million metric tons in the short run and 5 million metric tons in the long run will not be realized, with a knock-on effect of not realizing the anticipated billions of dollars earnings expected from salt production in our traditional area and elsewhere in Ghana.
Nene Agude highlighted the impact of Electrochem in the area of local participation in salt mining.
The company has offered a total of 2,000 acres of land to the local community for the construction of brine reserves and crystallizing ponds to be spread all over the entire lease area, as opposed to 647 acres, that is 2,622 square meters, provided by the master plan to be sited in only 4 communities in the traditional area. Half of the 2,000 acre space is being used to construct community ponds to international standards and gifted to our communities.
Meanwhile, Operations Manager for Electrochem Ghana Limited, Nene Ada Odeopio, had described the incident as unfortunate and believes the law will take its course.
Yes, we've not done any arrest because we need to compile everything that took place. Don't forget that I told you that we have the footages. People coming in, we know assemblymen, we know very prominent people that entered that the camera captured. Yes. What happened when it happened? We went to the police station to do an official complaint, and because of that, I believe in no time, yes, the law will take its course. But as we are speaking to you now, we have not done any arrest.
Electrochem Ghana Limited says, as part of its corporate social responsibility, it has given out 10 million cedis interest-free loans, built AstroTurf, among other things. For the company, it is early days yet to put a cost to the stolen and damaged items, as it continues to assess the impact.
From Sege in the Adan West District, this has been Kwame Yanka for Joy News.
Well, thankfully, I have the MP for Adan, Comfort Doyle Ganza, join us live here on the post. Thank you so much for your time. I know you've been engaging both leadership of Electrochem and also residents. What exactly are their concerns?
Thank you. Let me first of all greet the cherished listeners. I have been engaging the community members and some of the chiefs so that we can calm down the situation. in the district. And all we need from Electrochem is for him to copy so that this problem can be solved once and for all.
This problem has persisted, if you would agree. And so I'm just wondering, having engaged the chiefs, what are their primary concerns? You're urging them to be calm, but what are their primary concerns and what are they expecting from you?
Okay. Their concern is the MPP government gave all the concessions to Electrochem, and the indigenous who rely on this sort winning couldn't even have access to anything, and it has rendered them jobless. So all that they are asking for is Electrochem should stick to the 12,000 acres that he was given by the chief, so that he can leave the rest for the indigenous to work. So these are the primary concerns of the people. And if Electrochem would stick to what was given him initially, I don't think we would have been here by this time.
But then Electrochem, in their defense, say they've already given some communities some community pans. And so what really do they want?
All those things are wagatory. Nothing has been given to them. They will say it is for them, but they are not benefited. So if you label the team and the community members who rely on this salt mining, and they are not getting it, what do you expect them to do? Now they are jobless. They are there and they are not doing anything. So they will put pressure. Now there is pressure from the community members. They want to work. They want to put food on their table. You know, some salt work with us, and he worked within the 12,000 acres, and we didn't hear all this noise. So why did you want to take everything? Even our lands that are not part of the 41,000, you are buying them. Our sacred homes, you have bought some of them and use it for your residence. Nobody says anything. Highways, you have bought everything. Our dry dock, everything that we have now, even our tourist area, you bought everything. So what will be left for the people?
But we've been to, as Joy News, we did some independent checks. We've been to Bonukope and we saw that with some of these pans, Electrochem has a deal with residents where they sell the salt they've harvested to Electrochem. Are they saying that it's not enough and so they need more individuals giving jobs in the area? Is that the case?
My dear, that thing is just a camouflage. They are just using it to do a cover-up. If they are benefiting from it, would they complain? It's just a cover-up. It's just a cover-up.
Okay, your government is in power, so I'm wondering, what's the next line of action? Because you speak for your people, but what negotiations would you be going into moving forward to sort of end this conflict that is happening in Songor Lagoon?
We'll just correct the wrong.
And what is the wrong here? What is the wrong here? What is the wrong here?
Because he was given 12,000 acres, not 41,000. It was given 12,000 acres, not 41,000. The whole of that not up to that traditional area, no other traditional area. It's not up to 100,000 acres. And you alone have taken 41,000 out of it. Then you have even went ahead to buy our land, our dry dock, our tourist area, and then area. You are buying everything. whether you should buy with the indigenous in addition.
The recent attack on Electrochem, many have alleged that these attacks were, done by individuals who are loyal to the NDC because of the party's new move, a new drive. As a political party, do you de-associate yourself from this?
I can't hear you. The network. Please, can you repeat the question?
Can you hear me now loud and clear?
Yeah.
Many have alleged that the recent attacks on Electrochem are being fueled by individuals that they allege are faithful to the NDC because of some of the promises the party has made to them. As a political party, do you distance yourself from what is happening?
We distance ourselves from it because it's the people in the community who are not happy. ASLA is not happy. And the leader of ASLA is MP. So what are they talking about? The leader of ASLA is MP. So it's not about which political party and which. It's about the individuals. They say they want to work. They want to put food on their table. They want to send their children to school. And that's what they do for a living. So how can you take everything?
Thank you so much.
Including their land. Because salt in Ada cover about 18,000 acres. So if they give you 41,000 acres, does it not include their land?
Thank you, Comfort Doyle Ganza. She is MP for Adan. We appreciate your time. And she has served notice that as an MP, she will be correcting the wrongs. And in her description of the wrong is to ensure that the land returns to the people. Now, you have until February 10, 2025 to nominate that champion in your locality who is changing the status quo in promoting development, be it in agriculture, health, education, science, technology, you name it. And I'll tell you why, because the Joy News Impact Makers Award is officially opening nomination, and they're inviting you out there to put in your entry for that national recognition of that individual who you believe is changing lives out there. Now, we will be telling you how to do that shortly, but first, listen to past award winners on what has changed since receiving that recognition from your home of independent, fearless, and credible journalism, Joy News.
I never knew people were watching some of these things we're doing, and it brought tears to my eyes, but not just the tears, because the tears showed me that indeed somebody has done something that has touched my heart. And Joy News, I want to say a very big thank you to Joy News and the impact makers, those who have come together to do this, because honestly, we are just ordinary people trying to make impact in our own little way. To recognize us gives us the strength to push on, and not just us alone. Imagine me sitting here. I've become a role model to a lot of young people in the Upper East. This has really encouraged me to push on and to touch more lives.
It's awesome. I feel excited after the awards and coming back to work with the case, their smiles. At least I feel overwhelmed that at least what I was doing in the dark, it has come to light, and looking at the smiles on the kids, I am so excited, super excited.
Well, to nominate an individual who has made an extraordinary impact, you can send an email to impact.makersaward@myjoyonline.com. Also, remember to nominate that person doing exceptionally well in the area of climate adaptation, innovations, as well as water and sanitation intervention. The Joy News Impact Makers Award is celebrating extraordinary people making extraordinary impact in their community. So you can also come to us, reach out to us from our front desk here at Joy News for any information you might want. Now, before we go, GCB Bank PLC is partnering with the University of Ghana Hospital to establish an ultra-modern pediatric center. The unit will be an extension of the mother's wing of the University of Ghana Hospital with the necessary facilities to provide quality healthcare services. The managing director of GCB, Kofi Adomako, is optimistic that this will reduce infant and maternal mortality in Ghana. There's more in this report by Mama V. Tay, and she also did it together with Victoria Osakwe. Well, thank you so much. We'll bring you that report, and that's how we wrap up the polls. Let's listen to that report and have a wonderful day as you enjoy the rest of our program.
GCB Bank PLC is indeed Ghana's first and largest indigenous bank, committed to providing top-notch banking solutions and value to all stakeholders. As the most welcoming bank in Ghana, GCB prioritizes timely and accessible financial support through quality services and expert solutions, fostering business growth and enriching lives. The bank's managing director, Kofi Adumako, recently announced a project to establish a state-of-the-art pediatric center fully equipped with incubators, a modern theater, a solid blood bank, and other necessary infrastructure. Notably, this project is solely funded by GCB Bank PLC and is expected to be completed within 14 months.
Now, this project, a pediatric center, is health. I mean, I'm sure you heard. We need to be able to take care of our children better. Women are giving birth to children. Some of them, mortality rates are high. Children are dying when they need not die, only because we don't have the infrastructure, only because we don't have the capacity to look after these children. So when the university spoke to us, like I said, health is already on our agenda. Okay, health is a key thing for the bank. Health of our customers, health of our staff, health of all our stakeholders is key. We thought that we look at this community, it lacked what we thought it should have. And so the university worked with us, put a proposal together, and I'm happy to say that the bank has taken on this project and will support it to bring it to completion. This project, we're giving ourselves, I think, 14 months. In the maximum 14 months, this project should be up and running.
The bank is indeed committed to serving its customers and the Ghanaian society at large. Mr. Adumako mentioned that the infrastructure is in place to support this goal. This commitment is reflected in the bank's mission to provide first-class banking solutions and value to all stakeholders.
Money is important, but how we carry people along, how people benefit through socio-economic development is very, very key. And so we have a policy, a corporate social responsibility policy, where we put aside some of our profits every year to give back to the communities where we work, the communities who support us, the communities who give us the staff, the communities who give us business. And these are Ghanaian communities. These are small communities. These are the people who live in those communities. And so we put money aside, like I said, and we focus on certain areas. We focus on health. It's that's why we are doing this project today. We focus on education. We focus on sports. And we focus on the youth. These are the key areas where GCB focuses on in terms of corporate social responsibility.
The Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Professor Nanaba Ampiamfo, on the other hand, expressed her heartfelt gratitude to GCB Bank for its remarkable generosity. Specifically, she acknowledged the bank's support in constructing a 1,200-seater examination lecture hall and the upcoming modern pediatric center for the pediatric department. The appreciation underscores GCB Bank's forward-thinking vision and commitment to giving back to the community.
The generosity of the GCB Bank PLC has also been witnessed within our academic spaces. I recall the 1,200-seater lecture and examination theater that GCB Bank PLC provided in 2016, a project that significantly enhanced the university's academic infrastructure. Today, we gather to celebrate yet another monumental contribution from the bank, the construction of a modern structure for the pediatric department. This new facility, dedicated to the health and well-being of neonates and infants, underscores the bank's forward-looking vision and their desire to invest in the future of our community. The sword cutting ceremony not only symbolizes the start of construction, but also reinforces the deep and strategic partnership between the University of Ghana and GCB Bank PLC. This partnership represents a shared vision of progress, innovation, and community impact.
It is the quest of the GCB Bank PLC to invest in the lives of customers and therefore will go every length to achieve its corporate social responsibility policies.
So because I love you so much, I'm back again just to let you know that the right place to go to if you want all the news is majoonline.com. Top stories there. My priority is to bring peace back to Boku, and that is from Mahama. Have a wonderful day as you enjoy the rest of our programs. And up next is LTS.